Okay, so let's continue to explore some features of the custom functions. The custom functions are also called the user-defined functions. Okay, that's the functions that created by the users, by us. Okay, so here a function argument is, which option is that, William? A function argument is so you are muted. That's right. Yeah, a value passed when calling a function. Yeah, that's very good. So it's basically an input. Okay, now this one completes the code to define and call the function for a chatbot. So how do we define the function and call it? Okay, yeah. So we have def and then greet followed by the input, right? Which is the name, and then we say print hello name. Okay, and then we just when we call the functions, right? We can pass the values. Okay, it can be anyone, it can be David, right? It can be Adam, can be Eva. All right. Okay, this one, complete the code to define and call a function that converts a distance in miles into kilometers. Right, so we start with the def, right? Def, the function, and now we say kilometers equals to miles times 1.61. Okay, so that's the rough conversion of converting the miles to the kilometers. So 1 mile is around 1.61 kilometers or 1,610 meters. And then we want to do just return the kilometers. And finally, when we call the function, we say distance equals to convert km and then pass the 200 miles. Okay, that's good. And also notice that a function can return multiple values. Okay, it doesn't have to just return one value. So if we look at an example here, so this rectangle, and we can see that it returned two values here. It returned the area and also the perimeter. Okay, perimeter, basically the total length of its all sides. And we know that area equals to length times width, and the perimeter. Yes? Perimeter. Oh, okay. Okay, thanks for the correction. So just give me a moment here. Let's call it perimeter. Now, if we see this example, right? So x, y equals to rectangle 50, 100. And we know that x basically will be the area, and the y will be the perimeter. I'm still curious, okay, on the pronunciation. I thought this one may be better called perimeter. So let's double check the pronounce, okay? Pronounce, because this one, 周长, okay, it's different from another word called parameter. So this one, if we look at this one, right? Sounds like pure, pure meter, perimeter. Okay. Yeah, I think that's the right one. Yes, stressed syllable. That's the rim perimeter. Okay, okay. So that makes sense. All right. So if I come back here, and we can do a quick example here. Okay, if I do it on the Colab, So just one moment here, add a bunch of code there, okay? And meanwhile, let me just let me connect the instance. Okay, so that's good. And let me also just quickly check, did I miss anything here? Okay, everything is good. Now, if we do that that function, right? So we can say def perimeter. So perimeter, and then we say length, width, right? And we say area equals to length times width. And we also say perimeter. And look at that. It actually we got some hint from the Gemini, right? So that kind of save our time for the development. Now, if we say x, y equals to, give an example here, okay, 10, 20. And so William, can you guess what would be the value of x? With this function? X, y equals to perimeter 10, 20. Notice here, okay, x, y is the output, not the input. So this function, it returns two outputs. One is area, one is perimeter. So x, think again, what is the value of x? X is the output. And think about x is what? Area, that's right, yeah. And how much is the area based on the input here? How much is the area? So 10 is the length, 20 is the width. How much is the area? Did you get it? Like the area. Do you know what does area mean? Okay. Area, 面积, like that's right. Yeah. So 10 times 20. Okay, that's 200. So, and if we run this, right? So you get x is actually 200. Okay, and y is 60 because y is the perimeter. So 2 times 10 plus 20. So 10 plus 20 is 30, and then 2 times 30, that is 60. Okay, so y is the perimeter. Okay, so that's good. And if we continue to see, so multiple return values need to be separated by commas. Okay, let's see here. Complete the code to define the rect function and return two values. Yeah, so that's exactly the way. So we can say return area perimeter. That's good. So this one, how many values will the new rect function return when called? How many values? So when the function return, right? Basically, yeah, that's right. So that there are three outputs. So we have the area, we have the perimeter, and also here we have a price. Okay, that's good. We got 5 in a row. When a function returns multiple values, they can be stored in multiple variables on one line. And here, match the return value to its storing variable. What would, right? So x will match the order, right? So x will be the first one, which is area, and y will be the perimeter. Okay, so we do this and that and this. Okay. Okay, good. And I forgot, William, whether you have your, okay, you have your camera on. Okay, great. Now, next one, to create multiple variables in one statement, separate them with commas. So we have AB equals to 7, 12, and match the variable with the value it is storing. Okay, go ahead, William. Yeah, 7, 12, yeah. And by the way, is Eric by your side? If Eric is by your side, tell him to yeah, good. Okay, good work, Eric. Yeah, let's get focused as well. So a function can return an error if something goes wrong in its body. Passing argument values in the incorrect data type is a common source of errors. Okay, so this one, there is a bug somewhere. So does any of you know where is the bug? Okay. So there's a bug, like the code will run into an error. Okay. Rect 5. So here is return area perimeter, right? So that's like the function. And then when we call the rect, here it's a string, right? Here when we pass string, what would happen? Like can you guess? Or if you oh it's okay, yeah. Eric, you can see what would William answer about that. Wait a second, okay? X and Y, if we so X and Y, yes, they are the output, right? The outputs they are related to the area and the perimeter. So here the problem is the input part, right? The input we have D1, D2. They're supposed to be numeric, but when we pass a string, right, it will be problematic. So if see here, right, perimeter 10, 20, that's fine, right? But imagine we do something we call perimeter. If we do a string, right, something will run, will be run, right? Because number one, right, we are missing another positional argument because we need two arguments. We need the length and the width, right? So that's one part. And then the other part is this one is a string, right? While we actually want number, because if we do string times string, that's tricky. That's probably not allowed. If we do like this, let's see. If I do 5 times 5, right? If we see this one, right? So this one will see count cannot multiply sequence by non-integer of type string, right? So okay, so we need to be careful about the types here. Okay, all right, good try. Okay, let's continue. So this one, the arguments for the rect function must be what? This one, the arguments for the rect. So rect is the function, right? So the arguments, yeah, that's right. So the input, right? It must be numerical values. Okay, good work. All right, numerical values, Eric， 它就是数字的这些值。Okay, versus the string, it's like think about your name. Think about your name. Okay, that it's not numeric. So so that's like string. Okay, so this one, if we continue here, let's see, match the type of values that this function takes in and sends back. So the arguments, which one would be the argument would be numerical, yeah, because D1, D2, right? So that's numerical. And invest equals to, yeah. And do you know what does Boolean mean? Yeah, Boolean. Yeah. So here it's asking area is larger than 700, true or false, right? So it's a Boolean variable. Yeah. Yeah, very, very good pronunciation, Eric. All right, good work. Okay, we're getting closer. And this one we can skip. And this one, what will this function return when called? So rect function, it's like a rectangle, okay, rectangle. And then D1, D2, area equals to 0, return area. And then it says area equals to D1 times D2. Yeah, it feels like it's going to be an area. Let's look at the code here, okay? So if we see here, so area equals to 0, right? Eric actually, yeah, I think Eric may make a good point, okay? Because it's returned here, so it's actually returned 0, and it just D1 times D2. Yeah, let's see, okay, whether it's will run into an error or not. So if we run it here, okay, in the cell, we can experiment whether this one will run a 0 or nothing will come up, right? So if I do, so this one is just a function. So this function actually is compilable. Now, give an example, okay, say rect 1020, let's see how much it will return. And if we run that, okay, so it does return 0. And it doesn't, actually doesn't report an error, okay? Even if it's returning here, so this one, it can still try to calculate the area, but it doesn't return anything. Like it wouldn't return 200. It also wouldn't report an error, okay? So that's interesting. And because when it's returned, it's like it's finished. So it actually returns 0. Good guess, okay? Now, if this one is 0, so if I click check, great job, guys. Okay, and this one we can skip. This one is also not too difficult. So def greet name equals to guest, and print welcome name, and then we say greet. So what will this code output when executed? That's right. Yeah, very smart. Yeah. So basically, because name equals to guest, so here we will we'll print welcome guest. Good job. Yeah, we almost reached the end of this bar. Now add the default value with the equals to equal sign to make the argument optional. So yeah, so this one we can give a default value, say guest, right? And then when we actually pass the value, it could be anyone. It could be David, it could be Eric, it could be Adam, could be Eva, right? I mean Eve, right? Or Eva. Okay, that's great. Okay, so this one, the default value is used only if no other value has been passed as an argument when the function is called. What will this code output? Will it be welcome Anna or welcome guest? Yeah, very good point. Yeah, because here we actually says to welcome Anna. That's right. Yeah, good catch. Because here it actually says greet Anna. Okay, so it will print out welcome Anna. Good point. Yes, you made it. Okay, so this one, imagine all the parcels of land for a new real estate project have the same width. So here, complete the code to give with a default value of 150. So yeah, this one is Again, an easy one, right? That's great. All right. So lesson takeaways. Okay, a function can return multiple values. Define a function also decides the data types it can take in. Default values make arguments optional. Okay, very good work. So just give me a moment here. Okay, so that's how much of experience we earned. So we earned 10 points and 5 cubes. That's great. And if we continue to check, okay, so that's module 6 quiz, right? Yeah, good points. Good roadmap so far. Yeah, we'll do that another time, okay? I know you guys are very eager to learn. That's pretty good. Now I'm just going to introduce a little bit more content, okay? So just give me a little bit moment. I'm just trying to bring up a link, okay? We'll do some more Python today, and we'll see maybe a bit of library, okay? So let me try to load that. So I'm just still trying to load that that screen. I should have it very soon. Yeah, so just give me a little bit moment here. Okay, I think there somehow it dropped a little bit, okay? And hope everything is okay. Okay, let me also just plug in my computer, okay? Yeah, all good. I'm just trying to populate that that link. Okay, I almost have it there. Okay, never mind. Yeah, I think it takes a little bit of time. And let me just come here. Okay, so if I do this, okay, let's see some of the chapters we have. Okay, so we have one of them is the functions and conditions. Okay, if we take a look here, and if I continue with that, so if we take a look here, okay, there's a function called half circle that gets no arguments. Half circle, yeah. And here we just use it like this, right? So bracket with no arguments, and kind of interesting. Okay, so half circle, and then it says 18 times. Okay, it's going to repeat 18 times. Let the mouse step 2 and then turn 10 degrees. Okay, turn 10 degrees. It's like, you know, turn left a little bit, turn left a little bit, turn left a little bit. Okay, so okay, yeah, we can run it and see. Okay, so it actually, right, basically, so you see that it does, right, make that it's like you slightly turn left, slightly turn left, slightly turn left, right? That's right. So it will actually make the rat reach the match. That is pretty good. So what's left here? Good idea. Yeah, we could do that. And but when we reach the half circle, do we need to do anything? Yeah, Eric, you can get some water. Yeah, for the rat, what does it need to do? when it made half circle. That's right. It just need to grab, right? And then, so as you said, right, another half circle, and then, and finally, it will just drop the match, right? And let's see. So that two half circle will make it reach a full circle. And let's see it here. Okay, that's good. And then another half circle. Yeah, good work. Oh, really? You can ask some help from Anna, okay, for the water. Okay. So this one, use the bushes to navigate. That's another idea, right? It can be like as a benchmark or as a reference, right? So think about how you can achieve that. Yeah, that's the function. That's the function called go to. Yeah, good idea. So if we see here, basically, so right now it just says grab and then go to pile. Obviously, it will drop, right? Because that's the direction right away. Okay, so let's do that. So we have go to and then go to this. This one is bushes one. Bushes one, right? Okay, and then what? Yeah, good idea. Yeah, so use an angle like that, right? So it will make it. So go to now bushes. 1 second. Okay, so bushes 0, right? So it's like follow this direction, right? And then this one seems straightforward, right? All right. So it's go there, right? So that's basically it allow you to go through the bridge successfully, right? And then without enter into the river. That's good. Good work. Yeah, very nice work. Okay, so now let's pick another different one. Okay, so give me a moment here. Okay, and 让我们来看一下。那么这里呢，我把它移到刚才呢，我们在这个 Part Two Functions and Conditions，对吧？然后呢，我们继续瞧一瞧。这里的话，we can use go to more than once，我们可以使用到哪里去的这样一个 function，对不对？More than once. All right, let's see. So we have this again go to function, right? And yeah, good idea. So we can go to bushes 0, right? Because if we go to pile, we may get blocked. 所以呢，这里的话，我们要先去这个灌木丛。Oh, okay, it's actually 13. Okay, fine. Go to bushes 13, and then go to pile. And finally, yeah, that line works. Yeah, so that's a good path as well. So go to match. And we can just, that's right, grab. Yes, so if we go to the pile and then we drop, right? Yeah, that's a good idea. So that's push 13. Okay, so we make a little bit of turn and then we come to come to the pile so that we don't get blocked by the bush. And then we come back, right? And then we drop it. We drop the match. So very good point. Good work. Okay, so that's great. Now let me quickly check my other link. The other link is still ongoing. Yeah, no problem. Okay, so again, this one is similar. Now let's just switch to another module. And I think there's been a while, okay, that we haven't explored that advanced Python. So let's take a look. So we have so there is the skill mode, and so coding adventure, we've completed all the 3 parts. And let's see which parts. Okay, so it's the banana tails. We still have some topics left. So if I come here, 那么我们来看一下。那么这里呢，它也是 Python 的语句。然后呢 ，here it's about 2D lists。OK， 就是2个维度的一个列表，它有横坐标和纵坐标。那么这里的话就是说 remove one row of clouds and create another， 要把一行的云朵要把它移掉，然后呢再把另一行的云朵把它添上去。那么我们看一下我们的程序员们有没有什么想法？这里的话，怎么去帮助香蕉车送到贝贝猴子那里？Oh, it's okay, Eric. Just uh-huh. That's fine. So basically, this is blocked. Yeah, kind of good idea, right? You can basically this row needs to be removed, right? 这一行云朵可以把它移掉。然后呢 So this one we could do a loop, right? So this one, if we check that, what is that? So this is cloud 60, right? And then 我们再点 Yeah, you're right. Yeah, 6061, right? So it's kind of like a game, yeah, kind of game, yeah. When we learn more, we are closer to making a game, right? So here, let's do something. We can actually make a loop, okay? So let's say for I in, let's do something not too complex, okay? 我们看一下有多少云朵。So 这里是 60, right? And then this one is that one is cloud 611. So from 0 to 11, right? 就是有0到11的话，这里面就有12朵云 right? So we can say range. I think it's range 12, right? So we do that for I in range 12. 然后我就说，刚才我们说的这个 clouds，对吧？clouds 我们就看它这个 six 对吧？第一个 dimension 就算第6行了。然后呢，里面的怎么样？每一朵云我们就说这个 I 呗 ，right? And then we want to remove, right? How do we remove? We would say, I think we can just say, for the remove, yeah, we can say equals to none. None 就是什么也没有 ，none 啊。它是这个 none，它不是那个 non 啊，不是那个名词的那个 none。那么这里的话，我们来看一下，看能不能把它都给变掉。So if I 运行一下，如果我 run 的话，OK, all of them get shooted, right? Right, and then if I trigger it, right, it will right, it will drop here. Obviously, we need to 我们只要再变一下，对不对啊？我们把那一条变掉了。So that's good. And William, do you have any idea what would we do? Yeah, good idea. We could do something. Yeah, I think this one would be if there is any, right? So there would be. So let me just check. Okay, this one. Oops, sorry. Exactly right. You're right, Eric, and both of you are correct. So let's try something. OK，那么就是第七行的第 Yeah 第七行的这个 I 对吧？Let's try something. I for clouds dot clouds. So let's take a look on what does the level setup equals to. Okay, so yeah, we can use the cloud class. So if we do dot cloud, okay, so it doesn't seems to really support that that method. Okay. Oh, okay, yeah, kind of, yeah. You are close. Okay, so I think what we can do is we can do an equal sign as well, right? Because we just say equals to based on this level setup here, right? We could say cloud bracket， 我们要一个这个 uppercase， right？ 一朵云就是 cloud， 我们就不用 letter s。然后呢，如果我们来运行一下，瞧瞧看，如果我 run 的话，怎么样？对，上面一遍，下面出来，right？ 它就有非常的有规律，对不对？就像变魔法一样。Okay, right? So it moved here and then you triggered it. Good work, guys. Right? So it's that straightforward. Good work. Just the three lines of code. Okay, very good job. So last one, okay? I think last one for today. And if we see here, so for I in range, length, clouds, really that many levels? 哦，OK，有这么多关，OK，好的。那么我们再瞧一瞧啊，这里在 loading，still loading。那么 clouds，我们看到这里 range length clouds 啊。那么像上一关呢，我用的是一个range 12，就是12朵云。然后现在，yeah， I think kind of yeah. Let's see here. OK，那么 for I in range length clouds。So and then it says clouds I1 equals to none。那么看看看这里是不是那个是不是 I1 啊？它就是说 I，那么它这个 I 呢，应该就是怎么样？它的 I 一开始就是说第一条，or let's try last one 是吧？我们看一下啊，let's try three and see。I3 这里的话就是第四列第四条，我们看一下 run it。You are right, yes. It just dropped here, right? Very good. Good work, yeah. You are correct, yeah. 它就是一个 loop，对不对？让这个 I 从每一行，对吧？然后每一行的第四个把它的云朵就去掉，然后呢就发动这个橡胶车。Yeah, that's also very convenient. 对的。当然，最后一条呢，理论上说也是可以的。如果说我们能够发动香蕉车，Eric, I think you are probably also right, right? If I mean, we can let the banana truck go and then drop here, assuming it can feed it there, right? Or you want to see the map? Okay, give me a moment here. So if I come here, let's see where we are at. So here, for some reason, it's loading a little bit slow, okay, that map. Okay. Oh, that's pretty high, right? So we are at 136, and then there's a little bit left, okay? Overall, very, very good work. 那么 时间关系，我们今天就到这里了哈。我们的程序员们还有没有什么问题啦？没有啦。好的，那咱们今天就到这里，大家周末愉快啊。好的，拜拜。